We got some stuff added to the wall. Of course, we had a bunch of random things. The muscle machines. We even have the G machines from Hot Wheels finishing off this section. Now the M2s, we're still working through that. All the jammers are currently sitting here because we have a really cool storage solution. So stay tuned and welcome back to the channel.
Let's go. Zooming on my flow. Mustangs and more. My garage, my goal. Let's go.
All right, guys, this episode, we got something special and I cannot wait. We got a box from TEX RACKS. If you guys aren't following them, be sure to go check them out. Probably the coolest storage solution, and this is definitely going to help me out. We actually have this spot designated right here. In case you guys were wondering why I just left those two there, that was to make sure that I didn't take up this space because of what is in this box. So I want to give a huge thanks to TEX RACKS for sending this for me to use in my collection and showcase it for you guys and just show what's out there for your storage solutions, especially if you're a loose collector, which you guys know about 95% of my collection is still carded. I know there's a lot of controversy of just open them up and enjoy them, but for me as a collector, I'm not doing it for retail or monetary purposes. I do it because I love seeing the trends of where certain brands go, not just Hot Wheels, even Matchbox. That's why I have a lot of my favorite Matchbox vintage cards here. You have the old Super Fast, you have the really cool grid system right here with the little tire on it. And then you just start to see the evolution of where brands go, even down to muscle machines and the G machines. You don't see those anymore. Yes, the car is cool, but I want to leave it in the package, and that's mainly why I have this set up the way I do. So let's get to it, guys. Let's open up this box because this thing is so cool, and I can't wait to show you. Let me go find my trusty knife, and let's open this bad boy up. All right, so I know you guys are wondering, I do have my knife. It's in my truck, not going outside because it's currently snowing, but we're going to use this to open it up, and I am just excited. So this is actually the 40 case storage unit for loose cars, and this is so cool, guys. We got the braces right here, and looks like, yeah, the metal braces that go to it. So we'll set that there. God, this thing is hefty, man. This is no joke. Man, got a couple braces here. We got some hardware, which is going to go into this wall. So I had seen this on another channel, and I thought it was really cool. I've been seeing TEX RACKS ads for quite some time, and I'm just so excited to have this. So here is the template. This will go up on the wall somewhere around here because I did my main measurements. So it kind of tells you this is for the 40. This one's for the 20. So they have two different storage solutions for a 40 rack and a 20 rack. They also do premiums. So they do have storage solutions for your carded stuff as well. But you guys know I have a lot of loose Mustangs from this case and these boxes. Plus I'm still thinking about it, I might take out all the Mustangs from these custom multi-packs that I did. That way I can throw them in here. So this should hold close to 1,000 loose cars. That is too cool. So here is the main holder to, oh my God, thing's heavy. Holy crap. Here goes the second brace, and then this box. All right, let's see. I think I might have to slide this out. Toss this over here. And this should have, this one has 20 pieces in it, and this one has the other 20 pieces. So here are the two that'll go inside of this. So let's go ahead and see what these look like. I'm curious on how sturdy they are. I know that was a comment I had seen on another video, but honestly, if it holds it and stores it, I don't care if they're flimsy or if they're solid. As long as it does what it's intended to, I think we're gonna absolutely love this. Looks like we had just some protector on it. Here are the trays. My gosh, that's a lot. All right, here we go. These are the trays that we are working with. There we go. That's actually pretty sturdy. One of the comments is like, oh, it looks flimsy. That's actually pretty solid. Yeah, that's solid. Now, I'm sure with some weight, maybe it's like, yes, of course, just because of the length of it and how it is. Of course, you're not going to want something super rigid because then you're going to start adding weight. And then with weight and more material is more price. So I think it is just fine the way it is. But we have 20 racks here. We have another 20 there. And let's see how well they fit just as a demonstration. So this one, the wheels came off of it. Oh yeah, that's going to hold plenty. So looks like there are 6 here and 4 there. So 24 slots. And you do the math. That is a lot of storage for this, which is going right here. So let's go ahead and start putting it up. All right, I will say this is really nice quality. I mean, you got a nice little rubber tag on here with TEX RACKS, and the top is strong enough to be able to use as a table. So like I said, they have the 40, but then they have the smaller 20 racks, which you can actually do side by side and build your own table and have a really nice setup. I'll have a picture for you guys so you can see it, but even the bottom one is solid. All right, dude, this thing is massive. Oh yeah, that is sweet. So once we get all this leveled out, mounted onto the wall, then the trays will go inside each one of those pockets and we should be good. So the directions tell you for the 40 rack, you need 70 inches from the ground. So it's going to end right around this range, which is perfectly fine. I don't want it too low to the ground, but I also don't want it too high up in the air. And I think that's perfect. So it's going to fit pretty much perfectly in this space that I left. We got it all leveled. You level it up from the top. And then I already poked the holes for marking these pilot holes so I can drill it, and pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get that done, and then we can hang it up, start filling it out. And yeah, I cannot wait. All right, guys, we got the brackets mounted up. They are sturdy. Now we got to add in the internal supports to this, and we're on our way to storing so many Mustangs. So one cool key detail I noticed that there's a notch point here, and then there's a notch on top of these. So these are pretty much going to be keys. They're going to key into each other, lock it in place, and you won't have to worry about it slipping off. That right there is just extra security, which I absolutely like. So let's continue putting this together. There's some slots up here. This is super simple to put together. And you slide it through here, make sure it comes out the other end, just like so. And now we can hang it up. So you can see up top, they lock in, so it kind of bridges over. And then we have one more to lock in, and I think it's this one. There we go, locked in. This thing is pretty cool, I will say. All right, now let's throw those trays in there. Hopefully we got them all. 40 freaking trays full. That's nuts. Hopefully we can get rid of some jammers, but let's start putting these in there. All right, guys, there we go. It is all put together, and holy crap, that is a lot of storage when it comes to loose. So you loose collectors out there, you still want to categorize them, you can totally do that. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to lay these out. I might have the years on here if I can get it, because it is a little ridged, or I might just have some paper slip on there. I don't know how I'm going to label it, but the intent would be to have all the years of Mustangs that I have loose in chronological order, starting from obviously the 62 and 63 concepts to the true 65s and beyond. So it's not going to just be Hot Wheels, it's going to be all of the loose castings I have from Johnny Lightning, M2, all that stuff, and this is super cool. One downside was there was a few of them, these three, I think the one prior, which actually had this piece. The whole back was broken. I don't care about that. That's fine. The whole point is to have a better storage solution. It minimizes floor space, because these jammers take a whole bunch of space, especially when I had them all lined up here. So through time, I do have some with Mustangs in here. All of these are going into this beauty. But like I said, guys, TEX RACKS, huge thanks for sending me this product so I can have it in the collection for the display. And of course, show the collectors what is out there for carded as well as loose collectors. This is an awesome alternative. And of course, it just keeps it clean and off the floor. And then outside of that, it also does prevent dust because they are tucked away inside of each one of their trays. So of course, it might be limited to certain castings. Some are super long. I don't have any long body Mustangs or anything that should exceed that. Most of them are pretty fair. But here we go, GT500. I mean, plenty of room in here. I mean, plenty. So I'm sure the weight of this is going to be pretty stacked once this is loaded. But we have 6 screws and drywall anchors going into this, holding it up. So it should hold pretty well. As we go and fill it up throughout the week, I will let you guys know the status of it and how it's holding up and all that good stuff. But if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you can stay tuned for all of our future content, including stuff like this. And of course, be sure to check out the description. I will have a link to their site so you can choose whether you want a carded setup, a loose setup, premiums. They do have the slots for premiums, but then they have their standard carded slots as well. So with that, guys, I have nothing else for you. This is all set up. I just got to fill it out now, and it should be fun. Categorizing everything all over again. So until next time, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.